Hey, welcome back to Current Collective. We have so much to talk about. So if you're new here, don't fret. My name is Kaylin, and I started this company and this channel solely to create content that feeds your body, mind, and spirit. We focus on God, art, fashion, beauty, and community. But today I want to introduce something super new. Welcome to Money Mondays. Now, Money Mondays is a segment that I wanted to come up with simply because I feel like people don't know the value of a dollar and what we should be using the dollar for. I have been taking a very solid interest in investing. My mom was really big on saving, but I wanted to learn more about investing more so simply because financial intelligence is made up of a lot of different things, and we're going to get into the specifics of that a little bit later. Stay tuned. Now, if you want to see more videos about money, how money is used, how I'm going to invest my money, and just follow me on this good old journey of learning how to invest and investing, please subscribe to my channel. I'm looking forward to sharing this journey with you. I am not a professional. I'm not a professional accountant. I'm not a corporate accountant. I am Kaylin. I'm an artist. I'm a creator. I went to school, studied overseas in Italy for a couple years as well. So I love the world of fashion and art and beauty. I love God more. And now I'm taking an interest in finance. This video is going to be all about what is investing. Is investing biblical? What is the dictionary definition for investing? And others, right? Because I don't want to give away all of my goodies at the beginning. But we're going to talk about other prominent figures and how they view investing and what they say about investing. So please tune into the rest of the video. If you are interested in any of this, I'm excited. Let's get into Money Mondays. All right, so to kick it off, let's start with what is investing. And let's go to the spot I think all of us go to when we just want to look up something super quick: Google. So I'm sorry to say, but Siri might be one of my favorite people on the planet of Earth. So let's start with asking Siri, what is investing? Hey Siri, what does investing mean?
Expend money with the expectation of achieving a profit or material result by putting it into financial schemes, shares, or property, or by using it to develop a commercial venture. Do you want to hear the next one?
No. Now, expanding money using schemes, but of course schemes can be equated to strategies. And that is what I am interested in. What do people do to invest their money, watch it grow, and watch it multiply? We know what Siri thinks of investing. Let's jump into a little bit more of a credible source, the Webster Dictionary. Webster believes that investing means to commit money in order to earn a financial return. The second definition on Webster is to make use of for future benefits or advantages. The third is to involve or engage, especially emotionally. I don't know about that one. If you haven't watched my wholesale real estate video, go head over there and check that video out. I talk a lot about emotions in business, and do they necessarily go together? Let me know what you think. And then of course the first one I think is the most solid one, simple one to base investing off of, because essentially people invest to make money so they won't essentially work for money. That is what Webster thinks of what is investing. Let's talk about some notable figures and what they think investing is. The first person I want to jump to is Robert Kiyosaki. Now, he is a millionaire, and he became a millionaire using the vehicle of real estate. I read his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And if you haven't read the book, head on over to the book club. And if you're not a part of the book club, you can still be a part of the book club. Don't tell anybody, okay? It can just be like our little secret, you know? But just head on over to the book club, slide in, sit in the back, and check out the session in which we talked about Rich Dad Poor Dad, and the book was an amazing read. But in the book, he goes over financial intelligence, and of course, investing is a part of financial intelligence. In his book, Robert Kiyosaki said that investing is a part of financial intelligence. To him, investing simply is the science of making money. When I hear of the science word, I completely think of equations, mathematical equations, inputs, outputs. If you put so much in, multiply it, times it by a certain time period, then you get so much out. And I truly believe that though. Money simply is a tool. How to not go broke? Simply mathematics. Money, numbers. So money and numbers go hand in hand. And if we learn the science of money, how to use money, how to deal with money in the right way, and then eventually we will have money work for us, and we will stop trading our precious time for money, simply because we can't get our time back. I was just telling my mom the other day, you won't get rich trading your time for your money. You only have 24 hours in a day, and becoming wealthy, becoming rich isn't a possibility simply because time is limited. So your income is limited. To become wealthy, to become rich, to become comfortable, to hit any of the financial goals that you have for the end of your life, we have to start learning about money, learning how to use money, learning how to make money multiply when we're not looking. Because that's the goal, you know, to have it multiply without us looking, without us touching it, without us doing anything. Because if we put multiple systems like that into place, then eventually we will be wealthy, right? So I'm here to learn about this science that Robert Kiyosaki said that investing was, and hopefully you are interested in coming along and learning a little bit here and there with me as well. Now, we just went over what Siri thought about investing. We also went into the Webster dictionary to see what Webster thought about investing. Then we touched on Robert Kiyosaki's investing definition and what he thinks about investing. But now for the most important person in the whole wide world. Now, what does God say about investing, right? I know for a fact that we aren't supposed to be lovers of earthly matters. We aren't supposed to praise or worship earthly matters. I know you're thinking, what in the world does he think? We shouldn't worship other idols. We shouldn't worship money. So why am I learning how to invest? Why am I putting my efforts towards money if we aren't supposed to be worshipers of money? Let's jump into it. I'm a church kid, if you didn't know. I was raised in a church, a part of the choir, a part of the praise dance ministry. My mom started the puppet ministry, and so on and so forth. Church was so much fun to me though. Like, I loved church. And being that I was in church for so much of my life, I heard a lot of stories. So one story I heard back in the day that didn't mean much to me then, but it means a whole lot now, is the parable of the three servants. This parable is in Matthew chapter 25, verse 14 through 30. Now, I want you to go into the Bible, physical Bible, or you can even go into the Bible app. Super convenient, right? Go into it, read it for yourself. But right now, I'm going to be doing a lot of paraphrasing, of course, just to summarize the story and then get to the point of where God wants us to be in understanding his take on investing. Now, Jesus was actually in this story, and the words in the Bible are red. Now, the red words mean that Jesus actually said it. Bible is translated in a lot of different ways, but for the sake of the conversation, since this is Money Mondays, we are going to say that it was money, but the King James Version is interesting because he didn't say money, silver, he more so said talents. Now, God gives us talents, wonderful gifts, unique gifts, And essentially, he wants us to use it for the expansion of his kingdom, but also so that we can live a divine life, so that we can live a prosperous life and a God-ordained life. So I think that's beautiful. Beautiful when it comes to comparing the different versions and seeing how that word is being translated more so. But for the sake of Money Mondays, let's use the NLT version. Now, the parable goes something like this. Jesus, he was gonna be gone for a little bit. So he asked the 3 servants to hold his money. Hold my money till I get back. Please, just hold it real quick. Here you go. Let me give it to you, right? He looked at the servants and he gave each of the servants different amounts of money. He gave 5 bags of silver to one servant, 2 bags of silver to another servant, and 1 bag of silver to the last servant. He divided it knowing their abilities. Now I know what you're thinking. What abilities? Like what could Jesus be? What does he know that we don't know? Keep listening. The servant who received the 5 bags of silver began to invest the money and earn 5 more. Invest. I like that word. I like the word. The servant with 2 bags of silver also went to work and earned 2 more. The servant that received 1 bag of silver dug a hole in the ground and hid the silver. Now he returned and you already know what he was looking for. Where is the cholo? Where is my money? You know? Now the servant that was entrusted with the 5 bags of silver came forth and told Jesus, Master, I invested the money. I invested the 5 bags of silver and I came back with 5 more. Now Jesus was full of praise. Happy, okay? Happy that he actually invested his money and came back with more. Now the second servant received 2 bags of silver, invested the 2 bags of silver, and came back with 2 more bags of silver. Jesus, guess what he was? Elated. He was excited. He said, well done, my good and faithful servant. He said, well done, my good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with handling this small amount, so now I'll give you more responsibilities. Let's celebrate together. The servant that he gave 1 bag of silver came forth. And I know he probably was in the background looking like, oh man, like I didn't invest my money. Like, what in the world should I do? What should I say? How should I say it? Whew! He came forth and he said, Master, I knew you were a harsh man, so I was afraid to lose your money. So I hid it in the earth and here's your money back. Now he said, kind of cut up a little bit, but you wicked and lazy servant. If you knew I harvested crops I didn't plant and gather crops I didn't cultivate, why didn't you deposit my money in the bank? The least you could have did was deposit my money in the bank. At least I could have gotten some interest on it. God took the money or that 1 bag of silver from that servant and gave it to the one with the 10 bags of silver. So the first servant. To those who use well what they are given, even more will be given, and they will have an abundance. But for those who do nothing, even with little they have, it will be taken away. Just know, I will use the gifts and talents that God has given me. I know that once we use our gifts and talents that God has entrusted to us for the glory of Him, we will be rewarded. I believe that the reward or the fruit is money. I don't want you to think that Money Mondays is solely driven off of making money just because I want to make money to do things that I want to do. That's not it at all whatsoever. I know for a fact that God has given me gifts, right? I'm naturally really good at things, and you have specific gifts just like that. Now, you might already know what you're good at, but I know for a fact that it's some things that you don't really know that you're good at yet, and God has to reveal to you them. But I've been using my gifts for the glory of God, for His divine purpose for a while now, and I have a short story. But who knew that I was going to use it so soon, especially right after my professional teaching gig. No, God is good. I'm excited. I'm excited to continue this dig for investing and learning exactly what investing is, learning how we should implement investing in our lives. Now, in Money Mondays, we're going to talk a lot about investment strategies. We're going to talk a lot about building businesses, what you need to build a businesses, how to file LLCs, how to create websites. We're going to do it all, child. So if you haven't, I need you to subscribe so you can stay up to date with everything we have on. Hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss any of this Money Monday talk. Okay, it's going to be fun because one, we're going to be learning a lot of stuff to better our lives, to better our finances, but we're going to be bettering our lives for the glory of God. He's happy that we're learning about investing. We're learning about how we should grow, how we should expand, and how to do it efficiently, right? Because it's a lot of ways to make money out there, but we want to make money the right way, right? Not the wrong way. Keep in mind, I love you. We're going to be back every Monday. Stay tuned. I love you again. I love you 3 times. I love you 4 times. I love you 5 times. And I will see you next week on the next Money Monday talk. See you soon.